Well, it has been an absolutely magical day for India and all the Indian cricket fans. What an incredible victory at the Oval. Mohammed Siraj with that 5-wicket haul. 9 wickets in that match with Prasidh Krishna taking 8 wickets. It has been a complete performance, a complete team performance from this young Indian team. Every now and then, somebody has stood up and said, look, this is my responsibility. I'm going to take it forward. I'm going to win it for India. Ultimately, this entire series, at one point of time, it looked like maybe it is going to end 3-1 in favor of England, 2-1 in favor of England. But the Indians, they did not lose hope. And they said, look, we are here to play. But more importantly, we are here to win. The series is now level 2-all, and the cricket fans around the world, they have been left stunned by the sheer grit and heart shown by this Indian side. In fact, all sorts of reactions are coming in from across India, and we have all our reporters lined up to get you those pictures. Let me go across to my colleague Sujata Dwivedi first. And also Hrithik Mondal joins us from Kolkata. Sujata, to you first. What is happening around you?
Well, to start with, we know that India versus England, the match was at the Oval, and at present I'm here at the Oval ground, which is a prominent ground in Mumbai, and we know that there were several cricketers in the Indian cricket team who have practiced and made it big into the game from this very ground. Now, we have got some of the fans of cricket who also followed the match. India has won the match. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I'm very happy for this. Yeah, that India won the match, but I'm very less interested in match. But I'm happy inside that India won the match.
The players performed well.
Yeah, players performed.
You have such a big smile on your face. You look so happy. What is it?
मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ जो इंडिया ने लास्ट के टाइम पे जो 35 रन के लिए जो परफॉर्मेंस किए प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा और मोहम्मद सिराज ने दिखाया, मैं क्या ही बोलूँ, हमने तो उम्मीदें छोड़ दी थी, लेकिन बहुत जो लास्ट के टाइम में उन्होंने दिखाया, मैं वो इंडिया के लिए बहुत ही प्राउड फील होना चाहिए। मैं पूरे भारतवासियों को ये भी कहना चाहता हूँ कि अगर ऐसे देश में अगर क्रिकेटर और भी आए, ऐसे ही देश के लिए खेले और इतना ज़्यादा जो उन्होंने किया इस तरीके का और भी आगे चल के, तो ये बोलने वाली बात नहीं। मैं वर्डलेस हूँ, बहुत ही क्या बोला जाए,
बहुत खुश हैं आप। इंग्लैंड को एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम माना जाता है, लेकिन हमारी भारतीय टीम भी जो है वो कुछ कम नहीं है। और मोहम्मद सिराज ने जिस प्रकार फाइफर लिया है, 5 विकेट लिया, आपको लगता है कि वो एक मेन कड़ी साबित रही इस पूरे मैच को जीतने में?
अरे ये भी पूछने वाली बात है। आप देख रहे हो जिस तरीके से मैच का जो लास्ट के टाइम पर रुख बदला, और जो एक ओवर पहले जो सिराज ने जो 6 मारे थे उसके ओवर में, मैंने तो उम्मीद भी छोड़ दी शायद एक और ना लग जाए, और पहली बॉल पे जिस तरीके से उन्होंने क्लीन बोल्ड किया, वो क्या बोला, बहुत मज़ा आया। और आगे भी यही टीम इंडिया से उम्मीद रहेगी कि इंडिया के लिए ऐसे ही खेलते रहे। बहुत परफॉर्मेंस, मैं थैंक यू बोलूँगा टीम इंडिया को, और हमेशा ही बोलता रहूँगा, बहुत बेस्ट टीम है अभी फिलहाल।
आप भी क्रिकेट खेलते हैं क्या?
नहीं, मैं खेलता नहीं हूँ, बट
इतना इंटरेस्ट है क्रिकेट में?
अरे मैं मैच देखता हूँ ना, इसलिए मुझे इंटरेस्ट है, और मुझे टीम इंडिया से बहुत ज़्यादा लगाव है। और मेरा जो फेवरेट प्लेयर है वो लोकेश राहुल है, और टीम इंडिया तो फिर बात ही क्या कहनी, विराट कोहली भी, और बाकी जो शुभमन गिल, सबके परफॉर्मेंस काफ़ी अच्छे रहे टीम इंडिया के लिए। बहुत मतलब सबने मिलके जो टीम इंडिया को बनाया, आज जीत दिलाई, ये काफ़ी आप टीम इंडिया के लिए खुशी की बात है, और हमेशा यही उम्मीद रहेगी कि टीम इंडिया को ऐसे ही खुशी देते
रहे। विराट कोहली के रिटायरमेंट के बाद थोड़ा सा वो था कि टीम इंडिया कैसा परफॉर्म करेगी, क्या करेगी, लेकिन कमी जो है वो महसूस नहीं हो रही, आपको ऐसा लगता है?
नहीं, ये कमी मुझे भी ऐसा लगता था कि विराट कोहली के ना होने से और रोहित शर्मा कि मतलब टीम इंडिया के लिए ना होने की वजह से थोड़ा सा कुछ होगा, लेकिन वैसा कुछ टीम इंडिया पर फ़र्क नहीं आया। आगे भी टीम इंडिया फ़िलहाल के लिए मुझे लगता है कि बहुत मजबूत टीम हो चुकी है, और आगे भी ऐसे ही रहेगी। अभी और भी प्लेयर्स आने वाले हैं जो टीम इंडिया के लिए खेलेंगे। मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले टाइम में टीम इंडिया सबसे बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस करेगी।
आपको ऐसा लगता है कि जो यंग प्लेयर्स हैं हमारी टीम इंडिया में, या फिर हमारे स्पोर्ट्स के इस पूरे इसमें, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है? सो यू कैन सी द sheer happiness of these youth who are clearly, you know, talking about what really was the turning point of the game, and they are really happy about it, and also thankful to the Indian team for such a great performance at the Oval today.
All right, Sujata Dwivedi, thank you very much for getting us those voices. Let me go across to Hrithik Mondal, who's joining us from Kolkata. Hrithik, what is it like there?
Well, we are bringing this live broadcast from Kolkata's Park Street area. Now, I have managed to get some people in this busy office hours, people who know Kolkata very well. They do understand what Park Streets means in this hour of a day. Now, in this busy office hours, they are really a magnificent victory for India in this Oval Test against England. We have some cricket enthusiasts with us. What a wonderful match it was, and what a wonderful victory by India against England.
Absolutely. I mean, we weren't sure. It was a tensed match, and Mohammed Siraj suddenly came up with 5 wickets, and Prasidh Krishna before that. So, whilst we are really looking towards T20s nowadays, but Test match in such a manner is wow. So it was really exciting, and makes us very happy that India has really played so well. And we're always proud to see the young men and the people representing our country performing so well, especially against England.
India played very well, and everybody is talking about Mohammed Siraj.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, not just this time, but whenever India wins, it's a win for all of us. And yeah, I mean, we look forward to such wins even in the future. And of course, definitely, it was one of its kind. And I think, like you said, the cricket enthusiasts will remember this for a long, long time.
Right. जैसे हमारे साथ आप भी है, जैसे टेस्ट मैच का दौर अभी वो रहा नहीं, लेकिन ये जो इंडिया वर्सेस इंग्लैंड के जो टेस्ट मैच थे, वो बहुत लंबे समय बाद एक टेस्ट मैच को लेकर बहुत ही जो है देखा जा रहा है कि सेलिब्रेशन हो रही है ना?
एकदम ठीक बात है, क्योंकि इंडिया का जो कैप्टन है, यंगेस्ट कैप्टन, एंड वो बहुत अच्छा टीम मैनेजमेंट किया है. इंडिया ने सीरीज जीता है, तो इंडिया का लिए बहुत बड़ा सेलिब्रेट होना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत दिन के बाद इंग्लैंड में जाके इंडिया ने सीरीज हराया इंग्लैंड.
Right. It's really a big win for India against England. So what do you have to say about this magnificent win by India?
This was a really interesting match for all of us, and we were all excited for this match. And after long years, we have seen this interesting test match where everyone in our office left their work and focused on the game. And Siraj has a beautiful game today, as well as Shubman Gill also led the team very nicely. So it was a very amazing day for all of us.
Definitely, you all deserve a break after this wonderful victory by India against England in this Oval Series. Back to you.
All right, Ritik Mondal, thank you very much for getting us all those fantastic voices. In fact, joining us on the broadcast, we still have Mr. Farooq Engineer and Akash Das Gupta, senior sports journalist. Farooq Saab, while my colleague was speaking to those people in Kolkata, 2 points that came out. One of the gentlemen said that, look, although we look forward to T20 more, but Test cricket is the real cricket, isn't it?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, and what a great advertisement for Test cricket this series has been. People in India, unfortunately, are more inclined towards one-day cricket. I love T20 cricket. IPL is the envy of the world. I was the very first match referee at Eden Gardens when the first televised game was there. And so I'm so glad that IPL has taken off in a big way. We are the envy of the world, as I say. But Test cricket is the pinnacle of all cricket, and series like this sort of, encourages spectators to watch Test cricket, to watch more and more Test cricket. So come on, you guys, we want more crowds at Test matches. This is the real thing. This is the real McCoy. I would have loved to play one-day cricket, and I love watching IPL and other limited crores cricket. But Test cricket is Test cricket pinnacle. But from the scenes we have seen, ecstasy from the players, from the spectators. But the one thing, Oval Maidan in Mumbai looks a bit different from Oval Maidan in England. But Oval is Oval, and it's all Oval. Jai Ho, boys! What great headlines that NDTV is producing. Jai Ho, fantastic! Great performance by our team. And everyone has chipped in, as you said. Everyone has contributed sometime or the other. Rishabh Pant got some magnificent 100 in each innings. And every Shubman Gill, I can't sing enough praise for him. As a batsman, as a captain, as a gentleman, the way he's conducted himself. we've got an Indian captain here for years to come. And what a bright future he is for India. Jai Ho, India.
Very well said, sir. We also have Rob Harris, Sky News sports correspondent, joining us at this moment. Rob, I'm pretty sure it's not really a happy time for you. When you look at it objectively, where do you think England lost this match?
Well, I think still some are celebrating how great an advert has been for Test cricket. And I think many were expecting maybe Chris Woakes in the final few minutes to pull off some absolute heroics with his arm in a sling. But it all seems to be building up to that if he would go on strike, but he avoided that. But playing with the shoulder injury and even trying going in at number 11 was something seen as pretty remarkable and really exemplifying sort of the spirit, or even though maybe some doctors would advise against it. But I mean, in terms of this series, many will think back to the first test at Headingley and just how England did complete one of their highest ever run chases to open the series with a win, and just how it's gone the distance in all the tests and just how much drama and how thrilling it has been. And, it looked like today with those two quick boundaries that there would be perhaps a different outcome, but ultimately not in the end at all. And, we're just reflecting, just hearing just on the pitch now, just so much, reflections on how this series has unfolded, the ebbs and flows and just how intense it's been, and the determination and, the fact Siraj getting those wickets perhaps is a fit against the series.
Yeah. What is the English press saying about somebody like Mohammed Siraj? Like I have said before, he has always been the bridesmaid and not the bride, because Jasprit Bumrah has always been the focus when it comes to the Indian bowlers, because he has been the spearhead. What is the English press saying and talking about Mohammed Siraj?
Well, I mean, undoubtedly, has been a very strong day. The fact he did manage to get the 4 wickets that was so needed, with the rain threatening to come at the Oval as well. And with England showing that absolute determination. I think this series did start with questions about Gill's captaincy, and there was sort of questions about, whether it was the right call, and, particularly having lost at Headingley, just where things would go from there. So perhaps for him to turn things around is seen as something, pretty, impressive all round. And, this sort of statement of intent to, although it is not a series win, drawing the series, seen as something pretty special.
Yeah. Rob, stay with us. We also have another senior sports journalist, Akash Dasgupta, joining us on the broadcast. Akash, there is a very famous, interview that went viral of Mohammed Siraj, where he says, "I only believe in Jassi Bhai." I think he should redo that interview where he should say that, "Look, I only believe in Mohammed Siraj now."
Well, Osama, we can now safely say that he's really come out of Jasprit Bumrah's shadow, hasn't he? And unfortunately, it took a series where, Jasprit could play only 3 of the 5 tests because of all the reasons that we know. It was a predetermined formula, and the team management, even though they did have the option of playing Bumrah in a 4th test, chose not to do that. But in hindsight, that really gave Siraj the platform to shine. But having said that, I really don't think that Siraj is somebody who, needed that push to put in that extra effort. He's a lion-hearted bowler, really. He will put in his 200% and more into every single delivery that he bowls, especially when he's playing for India. He's in fact gone on record to say that. And the way I look at this entire series, not just this particular test at the Oval, Osama, what this final scoreline of 2-2 has done, thanks of course largely to what we saw over day 4 and day 5 at the Oval, what it's really done is that it has helped the Indian bowlers in particular sort of restore the somewhat dented aura of the fierce bowling side that they had picked up over the years. It all began really, remember, with that watershed series of Australia in 2018-19 when India went on to win, and then there were back-to-back series wins in Australia. Someone like Manas Labuschagne in fact went on record to say that we are wary of the Indian fast bowlers. We are wary of what they can bring to the Australian conditions. Similarly, if you look at what happened last time India toured England, that was also a 5-test series, and that was also drawn 2-2. This time around, for large parts of the series, it actually looked like either team could win it. In fact, till the third
Akash and Farooq Sahab, stay with us. The England captain, he's speaking at the moment. Listen into what he's saying.
That we've seen a lot of him do in that innings, which I'm sure was getting a lot of praise. So, yeah.
Do you feel a stronger team off the back of this series as you look ahead to the Ashes? Have there been key lessons learned across this series from your point of view?
No, I think we were in a nice, strong place coming into the series. I think from a team point of view, and certainly as an individual point of view, some guys will leave the series, found out a lot more about themselves. In particular this game, with Chris Woakes going down early on with that unfortunate shoulder injury, then the responsibility and that fell on Gus, Tungi and Jamie's shoulders. Not only that, but obviously the roles completely changed by then as to why they were selected and the impact that we thought they would have on the game. They had to dig deep, in particular in our second innings of bowling. So look, I think there's a couple of guys who've left the series when they've been given the opportunities that they found out a lot more about themselves in a very, very positive way.
And on Chris Woakes, you mentioned his bravery. A word on that, and also his chances of getting fit again in time for the winter and the Ashes.
Yeah, unbelievable. But it was never going to be a question. I think for him to go out there, obviously he's in a lot of discomfort, even running between the wickets there. But we've had guys go out, Rishabh going out and batting with a broken foot. We've had Bash going out there bowling and batting, fielding with a broken finger, and then we've had Chris go out there today and try and get his team over the line with a quite recently dislocated shoulder. So look, again, that just goes back to how much energy and effort's been put into the series by both teams. Everyone's left a lot out on the grounds for the countries this series, definitely.
Farooq Sahab, what did you make of that? What Mohammed Siraj said?
Siraj there, and rightly so. Yeah. Because when he dropped that catch, a fielder on the boundary line should know where the ropes are. He is obviously either not fielded there very often, or when he caught the ball, he should have thrown it up, stepped outside, losing his balance, and come in and caught it again. We see that ordinary players in IPL do it almost every game. He must have seen that numerous times. Why didn't he do it? Okay. So Mohammed Siraj has his lows, when he got out. So unfortunately also when the ball, just dropped from his bat and rolled onto the bails. So he's had his down moments. But no one deserves more luck than Mohammed Siraj. And he got it today. Not only luck, but his determination. He got up in the morning and he thought about himself that India's hopes rests on me. Because he's by far the best bowler in the Indian team. Without Jasprit Bumrah, perhaps with Jasprit Bumrah as well, because he's proved to be a match winner. He bowled his heart out for India today. He bowled some of his fastest deliveries, around 90 miles per hour, which Ravi Shastri said. And that just shows the guts and the feeling that he has for Indian cricket. So hats off to Mohammed Siraj. I salute him. He's a fantastic young boy, and he believes in himself. But as you said, it's been a team effort, Team India effort. And Oval has always been a lucky ground for India. May it continue to do so in years to come.
Listening to what some of the fans they have been saying and celebrating this particular victory. And we'll come to Akash for his final thoughts as well.
I want to say my mum's Punjabi and my dad's English, so for me it was a win-win. That's some of the best Test cricket ever. It was well worth the fifth day. Yeah. Well done both teams, and well done to Woakesy, absolute legend, coming out of your arm and a sling. What a top geezer. Amazing.
Yeah, well, what a series. Yeah, excellent cricket. It's been amazing.
Yeah,
congratulations to it.
Yeah, congratulations to India.
Yeah.
ये बहुत बड़ी जीत है, ये बहुत बड़ी जीत है हिंदुस्तान के लिए, हिंदुस्तान के चाहने वालों के लिए। 5 दिन से लगातार मैच नीचे ऊपर हो रहा था। कल भी पता नहीं था कि मैच किस मोड़ पर जाएगा, लेकिन आज की जो जीत है ये आने वाले दिनों के इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम के लिए बहुत बड़ी खुशी कारगर साबित होगी। और मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूं शुभमन गिल को, गौतम गंभीर को, सारे हिंदुस्तान की टीम को, सारे हिंदुस्तान के फैंस को.
Absolutely fantastic series. I think 2-2 is a very fair result. All credit to India. Don't know who's going to get man of the series. I think Mohammed Siraj definitely. He's just been absolutely great. I think there's nice to see a bit of spice, but also I think it's been played very well between them. So all credit to India. Well done, England. Looking forward to the next one.
Akash, one final word from you. Where do you rank this victory? If you have to say top 3, where does it stand?
Well, it's difficult to rank it as a top 3 or a top 5, Osama, but I will tell you this, that this really feels as if India's won the series. You heard the reaction of the fans over there. You know, you can't really tell that this was a series leveling win, that the series ends at 2-2. The feeling and the emotion amongst the fans is one of complete victory and triumph. And that really goes to show just how big a win this was for Team India. They, of course, had the momentum after what was a miracle draw at Old Trafford. And then they brought that momentum into this match. But again, like one fan mentioned, it was a seesaw game and it could have gone either way. The best thing is that India did not give up. They really couldn't focus and settle on a settled playing 11 through the series, especially perhaps in the bowling department, with Bumrah playing only 3 of the 5 tests. But that at the end of the day did not matter. And once again, tremendous credit to that one man, Mohammed Siraj. He's been named man of the match, of course, and rightly so. He's also bowled the maximum number of overs in this entire series, Osama, at 185.3. The leading wicket taker with 23 wickets, and as I mentioned earlier, has well and truly come out of the shadows of Jasprit Bumrah. What we really need to see going ahead, of course, is a better support cast to support Bumrah and Siraj. We need bowlers who can put up more consistent performances, fast bowlers that is, and also I think for the team management to feel that they don't really need a lot of batting cushion. They don't really need to bat right down to number 8. They can play that extra bowler. Go all out. Try and get those 20 wickets, because at the end of the day, that is what is going to win you the test match. But at the end of the day, great performance from Team India. The best part, according to me, someone who's followed cricket for such a long time, is that India have managed to retain that aura of being a real force to be reckoned with, even on foreign shores, in away test series, not just at home, which is something that they picked up over the last decade or so, and they are continuing with that. So kudos to the team for that.
Kudos to Team India and Jai Ho, as Farooq Saab has said. And yes, Farooq Saab, you were saying something.
Yeah, I'm saying we should have, really speaking, won this series, because we had a summer, like an Indian summer we had. And had we played our wrist spinner, Kuldeep Yadav, made all the difference, because these Englishmen wouldn't have picked him at all. And I think he would have won the series for us. But anyway, this was like winning the series, you know, so hats off to all the young team, hats off to Shubman Gill, Mohammed Siraj, and long live our Indian players. Well done, boys.
All right, Akash Das Gupta and Farooq Saab, thank you very much for speaking to us. And Farooq Saab, especially, congratulations on that stand being named after you in Old Trafford, and we're all really proud of you.
Well, it's a huge, sort of compliment that myself, the stand that you see behind, that's the largest stand. And Old Trafford is an iconic cricket ground.
It is.
Right opposite Manchester United Football Club. And to stand there for perpetuity is indeed a huge honor. The first and only Indian that a stand has been erected, overseas on a test ground of overseas.